Okay, so I brought Wyatt up to the arena today because I'm actually going to start working with him again under saddle, but he has not been in this arena in 2 years. So I want him to, and it all looks different now because all this hay was not here last time. And the mowing machines weren't here and all that. So you can see how he's a little nervous. I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna let him think about it. I'm gonna rub him. Head came down. Just gonna let him know that everything's cool. No big drama. We just have some new hay in here. Come on, son. And I don't want him right up on me. See, he's looking, he's paying attention. Now, if he wanted to go sniff this stuff, he could. And I'll encourage him. We'll just rub him. And let him kind of just check things out. Anytime you introduce your horse to something new or something different, it's always a good idea, even though he's been in this arena a million times in his past. When something looks different, then horses tend to spook at it, okay? So I always like to give them the opportunity. And see here, we have a whole different viewpoint. We've got new horses back here. You know, we've got rakes, we've got water tubs here that he's not familiar with. So everything visually that has changed for Wyatt is going to be something that he needs to be aware of, and he needs to process, and he needs to react to. So if I were a less intelligent person or just less, I suppose, cautious, I could have come in here, thrown a saddle on him, and jumped up on top of him. But that would have been really stupid of me to do because, you know, like I say, he's not familiar with this, all this new stuff that's in here, and he'd be jumping like a jumping bean at every new thing. So this way, if I just let him process it, I let him soak, I let him realize that nothing here is going to hurt him, and then we will proceed to come around here. Now, Levi is over here. Levi is my buddy, and he wants to see me, but, you know, Levi's a little dog, and he could very easily spook Wyatt. Come here, Levi. Come here, son. Levi. Come here, boy. Come on around, darling boy. Hi, old man. This is Levi. And he, the barn owner owns him. But he comes up and he'll sometimes bark at these horses when you're in the arena. Yeah, that's Levi, Wyatt. You remember him. And, you know, I want to, introduce Levi to Wyatt and Wyatt to Levi. And I want to let both of them know that this is okay. This situation is not going to harm anybody. Everybody here is good. Wyatt's got a little boo-boo here. But see, he's just checking out Levi. Levi's checking him out. No harm, no foul. Nobody needs to be scared of anybody. So if Levi comes running down this line and, you know, barks at us while we're under saddle, I want Wyatt to be very familiar with Levi and realize, oh yeah, that's just Levi. I don't need to worry about him. So we'll come on down here. And we'll just keep walking the perimeter. And I do this with all my horses. Whether I take them into a brand new pasture, whether I move them to a new farm. Now, when we go trail riding, you know, obviously I can't take... Now, see, this is a new wall. Did you see him react to that? The hurricane destroyed this whole wall. Hurricane Helene. So the former wall looked just like that, but we had so much water come in to this arena, coming off that top land, that it busted the entire wall. So the farm owner here had to build a new wall, and Wyatt has not seen this wall yet. So you can see he's reacting because it's something different. The wall is different. So these are how horses process, y'all. It's every little thing is different. And for a horse like Wyatt who can't see over the top of this, if somebody were on the other side of this wall and walked up now, he could lose his mind. Because, you know, they are prey animals and they can't see, but over here they can see over the wall, so it wouldn't be as frightening. But that cone right there was not there. That water tub, well, the water tub was there, but the cone was not there. So look at him. He's trying to process, what is that thing? Horses don't have the best eyesight. So I'm going to show him this cone. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to let him know that it's something solid. It's not going to hurt him. And then I'm going to rub him. Let him know that there's nothing in the world wrong with that cone. Okay? And you know, some people would call this overkill or call it stupid, but do you see how I don't know if y'all can tell, but he's walking into me. He's walking on a diagonal into me because he's a little bit worried. And see, we got the dragon snort. So he's coming in toward me for security, but I don't really want him to do that. Not that I don't love him and I want him near me, but if he is excited and he does that and he comes into me at a trot or even a, God forbid, a canter or a gallop, guess what? He is going to bowl me. I mean, he'll freight train me. And I certainly do not want that. So I need him to be confident on his own. I need him to check all this stuff out. And I'm going to just rub him and let him know he's fine. There's a trash can there that was not there before. So he's just trying to figure all this stuff out. And, like I was starting to say, a lot of people might call this overkill, and they might say, well, God, you can't protect them from everything. You can't bubble wrap your horse, and that is the absolute truth. But what I can do, that's your shadow, buddy. That's your shadow. See, he's looking at his shadow. He's also responding to a bunch of noise down there. There's another boarder yelling at our horse. That's his shadow. So, overkill is one thing, and yeah, you can't protect them, you can't bubble wrap them, but I will say that you can help prepare them. You can prepare their mind. See, we're getting much less of a reaction this time we pass the mowing machines and the rakes and the water tubs and everything else. I mean, far less worry in him when we go around a couple of times, and it's just going to help him. And then Levi wants to say hello again. Hello, little sunshine. And Wyatt wants to say hi to Levi too. So it's a good thing. You know, all these things are part of just giving them their best chance possible. And the other thing that this does is it helps develop trust. Because if he knows that I'm leading him around and I'm showing him what is here, and I'm trying to convey to him that he is safe, we just got a lick and a chew there. I'm trying to convey to him that he is safe, then he is going to be far less reactionary, you know, under saddle, because I don't want to hop up on him if he's going to be jumping and darting and spooking and everything. And I certainly don't want to put a kid on him or anything like that. Little bit of a reaction there to the trash can or whatever it might be the tractor, it might be that, I don't know what he's reacting to, but something over here in his field of vision he's reacting to. And it's okay, we're just gonna say, hey, we're good. And he's not overreacting. I mean, he's not being silly or stupid. I mean, he's just kind of looking, paying attention, and that's okay. So, you know, again, these are all just things you can do with your horse to help him out. And, you know, to help gain their trust. And not that Wyatt doesn't trust me. I mean, obviously he does. But you know, the more you can do with them, as opposed to letting them do by themselves, the better off you are. So he's listening to all that banging right now. And that's good. Now, you know, I could have put him in here. I could have turned him loose and I could have said, go figure it out on your own. But I'd rather not do that. I mean, I'd rather be with him. And I'd rather him be with me. And then when I stop, he stops. And then ideally, if I back up, I'm putting a little bit of pressure here on the lead rope, just a tiny bit, because I want him to back up. Nope, I don't want you to turn, baby. That was my fault because I got too far under him. Come on, back up. Let's back up. Good boy. What a good boy you are. What a good boy you are. Thank you, buddy. So, anyway, we're just going to do this a few more times, folks, and then, you know, Tomorrow I might throw a saddle on him, and he'll be a lot more confident. And I don't want him in too close to my arm. Like I said before, you don't want these horses running you over. I like the fact that he wants to be close to me, but I don't necessarily need him like that. You see what I'm saying? Because if he ran forward, he would hit me. So when he gets close like that, I'm kind of just gonna bump him a little bit with my arm. Not bad. I mean, I don't want to hurt him, but I'm gonna bump him out. Like, hey, I've got boundaries, and you need to just, you know, step off a little bit. You don't need to be in my pocket. Because, you know, other horses do that. Other horses, you know, they back them off and they say, look, this is my bubble, don't get in it. So, we're gonna stop. There. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Wyatt. All right. So that's enough for this video. It's already probably too long. So we'll see you guys on the next one.